I like first thing in the morning, just looking in the mirror and saying, I love you. What can I do for you today to make you happy?
In this powerful video, the late Louise Hay shares her secrets for manifesting large sums of money using the law of attraction. Through her inspiring words and practical techniques, Louise shows you how to shift your mindset and energy to attract abundance and prosperity into your life. Whether you're struggling with financial challenges or simply looking to enhance your wealth and abundance, this video will provide you with the tools and inspiration you need to manifest large sums of money with ease and grace. Louise explains how our thoughts and beliefs about money can either limit or expand our ability to attract wealth into our lives. By using affirmations and visualization, you can reprogram your subconscious mind and align with the unlimited abundance of the universe. So sit back, relax, and allow Louise's gentle voice to guide you on this transformative journey. By the end of this video, you will feel more empowered, confident, and aligned with your true potential for wealth and abundance. Watch now and start manifesting the large sums of money you deserve.
I like first thing in the morning, just looking in the mirror and saying, I love you. What can I do for you today to make you happy? How can I make you happy today? Do you ever ask yourself that? Especially first thing in the morning? And then listen to what you hear and start following through. You may not get any messages to begin with because you may be so used to beating yourself up that you don't know how to respond to a kind, loving thought. But listen and follow through and begin to learn to trust yourself. If something unpleasant happens, immediately run to the mirror and say, I love you. I love you anyway, because you want to realize that events come and go, but the love that you have for yourself is constant, and it's the most important thing in your life. Not the experience of the moment, but the fact that you love yourself. If something wonderful happens, run to the mirror and say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Acknowledge yourself for having created that wonderful thing. You can do forgiveness work in the mirror. Look into your own eyes and say, I forgive you. I forgive you for holding on to old patterns for too long. I forgive you for not loving yourself. I forgive you for whatever. You know, we're so hard on ourselves. We're so judgmental and so critical. We beat ourselves up for every little mistake, no matter how small. Every one of us can use forgiveness on a daily basis. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I say, I am forgiven. I forgive you and I am forgiven. I forgive and I am forgiven. Know that it works both ways. You can talk to other people in the mirror. Tell people things in the mirror you'd be afraid to say in person. You know, you can clean up old issues. You can forgive them. You can ask for love and approval. It's a wonderful way to talk to your parent or part of a relationship. Talk to your doctor in the mirror. Talk to your boss in the mirror. You can say all sorts of things that you'd be afraid to say otherwise. But I think the last thing you always want to say when you do any mirror work is that what you really want is their love and approval, because that's what we all want. We all want love and approval from wherever we are, so that everybody gives that to us. And the more we give it, the more we're going to get it. The affirmations in the mirror are powerful because the mirror always tells us the truth. If you look in the mirror and you immediately hear negative stuff, then that's like almost a gift, a treat. Because if you look in the mirror and you say, I love you, and you hear this, and who are you kidding? When you acknowledge that the negative thought is there, don't give it a lot of importance. Or if you have a negative message coming through, turn it around into a positive affirmation. Just let it go. And at least once a day, look in your eyes and say, I love you. I really, really love you. I love you. And as for loving yourself, do it now. Don't wait till you get well or you lose the weight or you get the new job or the newer relationship. Do it now and do the best you can. You see, if you're dissatisfied with yourself now and you think, oh, well, I will love myself when I get the new job or I lose the weight or I have a new relationship, believe me, you'll lose the weight, you'll get the new job, you'll have the new relationship, and you'll still be dissatisfied with yourself. Because the dissatisfaction with yourself is a habit pattern.
If you are enjoying our video, please consider subscribing to our channel for more new content.
If you can be satisfied with yourself now, if you can love and approve of yourself now, then when the good comes into your life, when the new things come in, you'll really be able to enjoy it. You'll really have a wonderful time. So don't wait. The most important thing is just be willing. Just be willing. I'm ready now to love myself. I'm ready to let my life change, and I'm willing. You may not know how to. It may seem sort of scary practicing all these things. If that's too much, then just start with, I'm willing to learn to love myself. I'm willing to learn to love myself. Believe me, the universe will hear you, because and God always says yes, your subconscious mind always says yes, and you'll start to get a positive response. And once you've learned to love and accept yourself exactly as you are, then you can begin to learn to love and accept other people as they are. See, we can't change other people. If we just, that I think is another way of learning to love yourself, is stop trying to change other people. Leave them alone. I mean, all that energy that we spend into trying to make other people different, if we used half of that energy, we could make ourselves different. And when we're different, our whole life will change. You can't learn things for another person. Everybody has to learn their own lesson, but you can learn for yourself. You can learn for yourself, and you want to love yourself enough so that you're not brought down by self-destructive people or people that are negative. They have a right to what they think and what they want to do for themselves, but you don't want to put yourself in such a position. And if you're in a position where you're with a really negative person that doesn't want to change, then you need to love yourself enough to move out of that. Far too often we stay in a negative relationship for so long. You might even be taking abuse in a relationship. We'll allow ourselves to be put down. And when we do that, we're always saying, really, well, I'm not worth loving, so I have to stay here and accept this behavior because I know nobody else would want me. That's a very negative feeling to have about yourself. But where is that concept? That concept isn't out there. That concept can only be inside of us. And when we change the negative belief we have about ourselves, then we find that we're treated differently. I know that I sound very simplistic and I repeat the same thing over and over again, but I truly do believe that the quickest way to change any problem in our life is to love whom we are. Because it's amazing how the vibrations that we send out then are different, and the way people react to us are also different. We can't be healed and whole unless we really love who we are. So ask yourself, are you willing to love yourself? Are you willing? When we really love ourselves, we cannot hurt ourselves, and we cannot hurt another person. And that, to me, is the answer to inner peace and to world peace. Unconditional love is the goal that I think we're all here for. But it begins with self-acceptance and with self-love. You've come to this planet for a purpose. You've come to fulfill yourself, and you've come to express love on the deepest level. And when you leave the planet, the only thing you're going to take with you is your capacity to love. That's it. You don't take your relationship, you don't take your automobile or your bank account or your job. You take your capacity to love. So how can you love yourself more? And how can you give more love to the planet, to the world?
Discover more similar contents from our carefully curated playlist. Watch more informational videos from the top corner.
Over a period of time, using the principles and ideas that I've learned, I've created for myself a set of beliefs. These are what I call my basic beliefs, and they work very well for me. They're simple, and yet they seem to cover all the areas of my life, and I just want to share them with you. First of all, I believe that I am always safe. Wherever I go, wherever I am always safe. This is one of my beliefs. The universe takes care of me, and I'm led and guided every moment. I also know that everything I need to know is revealed to me. I don't have to struggle. Knowledge comes to me, whatever I need to know. I hear what I need to hear. And if I'm supposed to know something, it's revealed to me. I don't have to read newspapers. I don't have to listen to the news on television or on the radio. I don't have to fill myself with that garbage. If I'm meant to know something, it will come to me. I always know. I also know that everything I need comes to me in the perfect time-space sequence. And again, I release the struggle of trying to make things happen. I speak my word for what I believe, and then I let it go. So I deal with what's in front of me, and I know that what is right for me will come to me in the perfect time-space sequence. And so much good comes into my life. Some of it I ask for, and some of it, and much of it I haven't even thought of. When you love yourself, it's amazing what comes into your life. Okay, I also believe that life is a joy and filled with love. And as I choose to believe this, it becomes true for me. I awaken in the morning with joy in my heart, and I find it almost everywhere I turn. See, the heart's job is to lovingly pump joy throughout our bodies. And all we have to do is get our negative thoughts out of the way and allow this to happen. What we give out comes back to us. So what you're believing is going to come back to you as true. Okay, I also believe I am loving and I am loved. And I operate from the loving space of the heart as much as I can. Now, this is a lesson for all of us, and we're not there all the time. Every time I find myself off track, I try to bring myself back, because by giving out love, of course, it comes back to me multiplied. And there's so much love in my life these days. It's just incredible. I could never have imagined it. Never. Okay, I also know that I prosper wherever I turn. See, I've never gone for the money. I've always asked myself, how can I help? And I know that the quickest way to increase our income is the mental work that we do. The beliefs we choose to accept either attract or repel money and other forms of prosperity. My income is constantly increasing is another affirmation I've chosen to accept and believe. My income is constantly increasing, because that means wherever you start, it can always grow. So I prosper wherever I turn, and my income is constantly increasing. I also know and believe that I am willing to grow and to change. See, I don't believe that I know everything. I don't think I'm on some plateau and I know it all. I know that there's so much more to learn. I'm well aware of that. And I'm open and receptive to new ideas and to new knowledge and to new insight. And I allow them to come in. And when I find something new, I'm willing to shift what's inside.
Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated with all our latest content.